Hi again, Risa here, back with another episode of Ask Risa. This is my weekly video series where I answer some common wedding planning questions and address some problems that you might be having if you are planning your own wedding. There are a bunch of other videos in this series. On YouTube, you can find those all on my channel, which is under Risa James Events, and on Instagram, you can find them on my IGTV. So this week, I want to talk about the gifts that you, as the couple getting married, give to people. Last week I was talking about registering for gifts. Those are the gifts that other people give to you. But as the couple getting married, there are a few people that you will be giving gifts to. So that's what I want to talk about now. There's basically three categories of people that you will give gifts to. One is each other, your prospective spouse. Second is your parents, both sets. And third is your wedding party attendants, bridesmaids, groomsmen, maid of honor, best man, flower girls, ring bearers, anybody who's part of the wedding party. It's traditional to give them a gift. So I will take these in order. First, gifts to each other. It is traditional for prospective spouses to give each other something meaningful, personal, special, something that is going to be an ongoing symbol of the love that you shared during this very special time in your life of you getting married. Typically, it's like jewelry or a watch or cufflinks, not something consumable like perfume or cologne that's gonna get used up, because you want something that's long lasting to, be an omnipresent reminder of the wedding. So, for example, when my husband and I got married, I got him a pair of cufflinks. He wears a lot of French cuff shirts for work, so I've gotten him cufflinks over the years for various occasions, but I got him a special pair for our wedding, and he got me a framed print of one of Ansel Adams' famous photographs, Moonrise over Hernandez, which seems like a weird wedding gift, except that particular piece of art has meaning to us. I'm not going to get into why. It's super weird. It has to do with law school. It's not important, but he gave me a framed print of Moonrise over Hernandez. It's a black and white photo. It hangs in our house. And so that was a really surprising, meaningful, out-of-the-box gift. So think about your spouse to be. Obviously, you know this person, hopefully better than you know anyone else in your life, and think about what will mean something to them. And write either a card or a nice note to go along with it. The best time to exchange these gifts is probably the night before the wedding, because the day of the wedding, you're gonna have a lot going on. If you see each other the morning of the wedding, you could exchange gifts then, or you could do it at the end of the wedding, but I don't really recommend that because you're gonna be tired and it's gonna be a long day. So kind of like Christmas Eve, exchange the gifts on the eve of your wedding. That's my recommendation. So then for parents, you're basically getting them a gift to thank them for all their love and support over the years, and potentially their financial support if they are contributing to your wedding. So again, it should be something meaningful and sort of personal and long lasting. A very popular choice is a photo frame. So either a silver photo frame or something else that's really nice and heirloom quality, and you give them the empty frame, but then when the wedding photos come in later, you let them pick their favorite from the bunch and you buy them a print of that photo, and they can put it in their photo frame, put it on their shelf, put it on their wall, do whatever with it. So that's a super common gift for parents. But again, you know your parents best, so whatever you think is appropriate would work. You as the couple getting married, give a gift to your parents, and you as the couple getting married, give a gift to your fiance's parents. If those parents are divorced, then of course you're gonna have to do individual gifts, so you might need 3 to 4 gifts instead of just 2. Obviously that's personal to everyone's family, but just think about what would be appropriate for your parents and your fiance's parents. And then the third category is wedding party, your attendance. These gifts can start to add up. If you have a large wedding party, if you have like 8 bridesmaids and 8 groomsmen and a maid of honor and a best man and a flower girl and a ring bearer, that's a lot of gifts. So keep that in mind when you're choosing your wedding party, for starters. And then These gifts don't have to be quite as expensive as gifts that you might give your parents or give each other. Usually for the ladies, we go with things like pashminas or silk robes, which are super popular for the girls to wear when they're all getting ready together, having hair and makeup done. And you get those group photos of the bride and her ladies drinking champagne or whatever. They're super cute. And that's something that they can use going forward. Sometimes an inexpensive piece of jewelry or like a tote bag, a monogrammed tote bag. LL Bean is really good for that type of thing. In fact, that's what I got my bridesmaids when I got married. I got them LL Bean tote bags, and my little nieces, who were my flower girls, stemless wine glasses, like engraved with their initials. A lot of things that are like monogrammed are always good. Just something to show them that you appreciate all the time and expense that they went to be in your wedding. Alternatively, you could pay for their hair and makeup services as their gift if you would like to do that. And then for the guys, you could do like a monogrammed catch-all tray, like just a little thing that they can put by the front door, keys, wallet, loose change, whatever goes in there. Guys always need a place to throw crap like that. So catch-all trays are always good. Utility knives, flasks, very common. Again, usually monogrammed or engraved with something. You could do like a Glencairn whiskey glass, which is those shaped, they have like a shape to them. It's called a Glencairn glass. It's for whiskey tasting. Or like a double old-fashioned glass. Again, monogrammed, cool. Or like a tie and pocket square set that they're going to wear for your wedding, but then also can wear later. And again, that's what we did for my wedding. We bought our groomsmen ties and pocket squares to match. I have no idea if any of them have ever worn those ties again. I know my husband wears his all the time. I don't know what the rest of them do with them. But the point was, we were hoping they would wear them again sometime in the future. So as you probably noticed, these suggestions are super gender normative. I mean, whiskey for the guys and silk robes for the girls. But if you have a pack of whiskey-loving bridesmaids, then by all means, get them, a whiskey glass that's monogrammed with their initials too. Again, like with all gift giving, you want to make it something that they're going to use and appreciate. So when you're giving a group gift, that's a little bit harder to find something that everyone is going to appreciate, but do your best. And then as far as when to give these gifts, so parent gifts and wedding party gifts, you should do that at the rehearsal, whether it's a dinner, lunch, or whatever your rehearsal event is after you're done rehearsing the ceremony. Give them there. If your rehearsal dinner is just the parents and the immediate family and the wedding party. If you are having a rehearsal dinner with like 60 people because you've invited all the out-of-town guests, which sometimes happens, then you may not want to do it there because it kind of, first of all, it pulls focus, and then it also kind of gets lost in the jumble. I know those are somewhat contradictory, but it might be better for you to take a moment to give all your bridesmaids a gift, for example, the next day on your wedding day when you're all getting ready. Same thing with your groomsmen. Parents' gifts, you can give them kind of whenever you want to, whenever it makes the most sense. But the rehearsal dinner is preferable if it makes sense and you're not having like a huge rehearsal dinner. So those are my tips on gifts that you as the wedding couple should be giving to other people. Let me know if you have any questions in the comments. Happy to answer them, and I will see you next week with another video.